Yes, Your Honor. Today, we hope to present an agreement between Ms. Parks and Mr. Nash regarding child support and visitation. The parties will agree to non-custodial parents' um, supervised visitation as his financial situation displays a lack of stable income and that he's unable to provide financial support. At this time, there's no child support to be ordered. We don't have any reason to believe that he will have SSDI in the future. Our understanding is that there will be SSI applied for, which obviously would not be income that child support can be taken from. So there is no reason to prolong these proceedings for that income, Your Honor. There has been discussion that the OAG would like to request an NDA. However, my understanding is that the non-custodial parent would not agree to that, Your Honor. So we would like to be heard on that matter and that matter alone.
Okay, we're talking about non-disclosure. I'm sorry, the non-disclosure, Mr.
Yes,
Diamond.
yes,
Your Honor.
All right, then. Anything else that's not in agreement at this point? Everything else is as per agreement. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and let me swear the parties. Is Mr. Nash in here? Yes, he is. I'm sorry.
Yes,
let me go ahead and get both parties to turn their videos if they can and raise their right hands and let me get them under oath, and then we'll proceed with the state's request. But I'm gonna go ahead and swear the parties in while they're here. Ms. Parks, can you unmute yourself, ma'am? Raise your right hand. Thank you. All right. Do you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're gonna give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and that but the truth will help you?
Yes.
Ms. Parks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Ms. Nash, I got you. You can put your hand down, sir. Ms. Parks, did you hear that? Do you solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're gonna give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and that but the truth will help you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're both officially under oath. Y'all can go ahead and unmute yourselves unmute yourselves back up at this point. I'll ask the state for an open and tell the court what the state's requesting, and we'll call witnesses to see if that's going to be appropriate at this time, Mr. Diamond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, the state's requesting non-disclosure, and probably both parties would be best. And so I'll at least ask Ms. Parks some questions and see where we get. But other than that, everything is per the agreement that Ms. Todd gave the court.
All right, then. Go ahead and call the both of already been sworn in. Then, Mr. Diamond, you can call your first witness, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll call Ms. Parks. Ms. Parks, will you state your full name, please?
Jamaica Parks.
Okay. So let me just ask you. Let's just get right to it. Would you like to have the ability to live someplace where mission? Would you like to live where Mr. Nash did not know where your address was? Would you like to live someplace he didn't know about?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have safety concerns with Mr. Nash?
Not really, but sometimes, like when I let him come around, he'll start acting up, and then he'll have to like move around.
Okay,
Yeah.
so has he been physically violent with you?
Yeah, a long time ago.
How long ago?
When I was pregnant with my son. So about 3 years, 4 years, 3.5 years.
Okay. Did law enforcement ever get involved?
Yeah.
What happened?
He went to jail, and I went to jail on behalf of his partner. She said I hit her. She told the police I hit her, and we both went to jail later on.
Okay. What were you charged with?
Assault causing bodily injury.
All right. And were you convicted of that, or did you plead to deferred probation?
I pleaded to deferred probation, and I ended up just doing my time. I ended up going to jail to sit my time out.
Okay. And what happened to Mr. Nash?
I don't know.
Okay. If the court were to order your address not be disclosed, then there would need to be a place where he could meet the child. Do you have any preferences where that place would be?
It could be the police department in Temple.
Okay.
All right, we're talking about, you're gonna be present for visitation, ma'am?
Oh, you're asking like who's gonna be that person?
No, who asking where do you want it to be? Because my understanding is this is an agreed to supervised visitation circumstance. And we have to have a spot for supervised visitation if it can't be at your residence or his residence.
Oh,
Your Honor, I don't think that that was, that there is a agreement that it not be at his residence. I don't think that that was part of it. He's been,
it could be at a park. It could be anywhere. You know, it don't have to be here for him to see him.
If Your Honor, I have no objection to it being his residence. I guess I just would ask that if non-disclosure order not be her residence.
Okay, well, you continue with the questions of Ms. Parks at this point, Mr. Diamond. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Parks. You said a park, or what were the other possibilities you had in mind?
Anywhere public, actually.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it, Ms. Parks. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Todd, your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Parks, can you elaborate on why you want visitation to be somewhere public?
I just rather for it not to be where I stay at. I don't like I just moved, so I don't want no one really to know where I stay.
And if Mr. Nash is visiting a friend or a family member, do you have any objection to him having royalty with him there?
No.
Okay. Do you know whether or not Mr. Nash is working?
He said he was working some construction gig. It's like a 14-day job or something. I don't know for sure.
Is your understanding that he hasn't had stable income?
Yeah.
And you understand that in order for him to pay child support, he has to have income?
Correct. Yes.
One of the reasons why you would like to have supervised visitation is due to you receiving phone calls in the middle of the night to pick up royalty. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your concern is that royalty may be left alone. Is that correct?
Not left alone, but be in like a dangerous situation maybe, because it's always I have to get him. Something needs to be done at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. And how many times would you say that has happened?
About 3 or 4 times.
In regards to the NDA, do you, besides your address, is there any other information that you're concerned with Mr. Nash having access to?
No, he already got my phone number.
And if you changed your phone number, would you ensure that Mr. Nash has it?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to agree today that are you willing to agree today that Mr. Nash can continue to see his child as long as he has supervised visitations? And you understand because he has no income that he would not be paying child support, court-ordered child support, but he can obviously support financially if he has income at any time.
That's fine.
Thank you. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Farrah, your witness.
since these proceedings have been going on, you and Mr. Nash have had direct communications to set up visitations beyond what's in the court order. Is that correct?
No, it's been what y'all ordered, and sometimes it'll be like not the first or the third weekend, but it'll be like when he get a chance to get him, he'll get him for the weekend or for the week or whatever.
Okay. And so he's been having visits, for a weekend or a week, or whatever, per y'all's agreement. Y'all have been communicating civilly during this case. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And how do y'all typically communicate?
Say it again. Stop, baby.
How do y'all typically communicate?
Via cell phone.
Okay. And you said that there were a few times where Mr. Nash he had been to your residence where you were residing with your mom. Is that correct?
No, I've always resided by myself.
Okay. Your mom did not stay with you?
When I went to jail, she was there with my kids and my sister, but no, I've always had my own address.
Okay. And is that the when you went to jail recently for the assault family violence conviction?
Yeah, the last one, last year.
Okay. All right. And so you do not have any safety concerns with regard to Mr. Nash having royalty for a weekend or a week or whatever the case may be, because y'all have been agreeing to that. Is that correct?
Yeah, he been doing pretty good lately.
Okay. All right. And okay. And when is the and you said the last time there was any violence between y'all is before royalty was born?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And he has had and when did you move?
About a month ago.
Okay. Prior to that, Mr. Nash he knew where you lived, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And he had come around to your house to see royalty on a few occasions, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yes or no, please. Thank you.
okay. If you could just say yes or no, it's really hard because the judge is audio recording the conversation.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. And so when he's come around the house to see royalty or to, stop by, bring whatever, there has not been any kind of, violence or aggression at your home. Is that correct?
It have one time he ended up going to jail for trespassing.
Okay.
Trespassing for my property.
Okay, and that was prior to royalty being born. Is that correct?
That's after.
Okay.
This is like sometime last year.
Okay, so sometimes last year he went to jail for trespassing on your property. Correct?
Yeah, he was acting crazy, but it's been good lately, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, right now you are not afraid for your safety.
No.
Mr. Nash.
No.
Okay. All right. And you're not afraid for royalty's safety when he's with Mr. Nash.
Okay. No, ma'am. I'm
no,
sorry.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right.
I'm trying to. He aged out of daycare, so he's home with me because my sister had to go to the doctor. So I'm trying to multitask. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. No problem. All right. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Diamond, anything on redirect, sir?
I think just one question, please, Your Honor. Ms. Parks, did you ever withdraw the trespass warning?
Say it again.
Did you ever take that trespass warning off of Mr. Nash?
I mean, I moved, so it's no longer active.
Okay. Did you move because of him?
No, I just wanted to relocate.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Todd?
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Farrah, anything else?
No, sir. Nothing from this witness, Your Honor.
All right, is that your only witness, Mr. Diamond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Farrah, you're up then.
Yes, at this time I would call my client Trillian Nash, please.
All right, Mr. Nash, you there, sir? You're muted. Thank you. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
here.
are. All right, state your full name for the record, sir.
Trillian Jerome Nash.
All right, thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Farrah.
Thank you, sir. Now, Mr. Nash, how many children do you have, sir?
I have two.
Okay. And so royalty and one other child, is that correct? An older child.
Yes.
Okay. And you heard Ms. Parks testify that you and she have been getting along reasonably well recently. Is that correct?
Correct.
And do you feel that there is any concern for your safety if Ms. Parks knows where you live?
No.
Okay. And what kind of access and time have you been spending with royalty lately by agreement with Ms. Parks?
Basically, whenever she calls me and asks me if I want to visit with him or if I can keep him overnight or for the weekend, and we pretty much, agree when I could get him, how long I could get him, and if I'm available when she wants me, like spur of the moment, if I'm available when she wants me outside of the visits that's been ordered, if I'm available, then I go immediately meet her somewhere, pick Royalty up, and bring him back with me. That's how it's always been.
And do you have any scratch that? You heard Ms. Todd put on the record that you are agreeing to supervised visitation with royalty. Is that correct?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
And are you agreeing to that supervised visitation because do you feel like there is any danger when royalty is with you?
No, I'm agreeing to it because basically, I mean, it's just everything we're doing right now, we're just going through the motions of something. The understanding that Miss Parks and I have, basically, whenever she wants me to get my son, if I'm available to get him, I go and get him. And a lot of stuff that's being said, here during this court proceeding, it's not totally the way it happens in reality. We've been talking. We talk a lot of stuff, but I'm agreeing to it because I can only see my son when she decides anyway, you know? So what difference is a supervised visit gonna make? When I pick my son up, we go either to the residence where I'm living at with my current girlfriend or to my uncle's house or my sister's house. Is someone always present? As far as a concern, a danger element, anything like that, that's just a bunch of gaslighting in my opinion.
All right. How often do you communicate with Ms. Parks?
Uh on average, the way things have been going lately, on average, man, it's like right now I talked to her twice this week, 2 phone calls, and I'm pretty sure because the being honest, she and I both been in jail over the months. So the times that we're in jail, we talk less. But when we're not in jail, nothing like that right there, man, we probably talk between 2 and 3 times a week, at least on the phone. And then when I have royalty, we talk pretty much every day that I have her. The communication between us is like every day that I have him. She checks on him, make sure he's eating, how he's doing. She misses him and stuff like that. So those times we talk every day. And then when she have him, we'll probably talk maybe 2 to 4 times a week over the phone.
And is there anything else you would like the court to know with regard to your relationship with royalty or your interactions with Ms. Parks moving forward?
I want to clear the record. My name was brought up that I was violent or whatever, some assault with Miss Parks. What happened with that situation was Miss Parks followed me from my uncle's house to a store, and I was charged.
Mr. Nash, here's the deal. That's not the question. All right, the question wasn't too broad, Miss Farrah. You need to narrow it down. Let's not go to the place. Okay, thank you.
I apologize. Is there, with regard to the situation with Miss Parks that she brought up, do you recall the incident that she was referring to?
What incident, man?
she said that there had been an occasion where,
It's more than 2 years old, Miss Farrah. I'm not looking at that. Okay, and
Okay.
there was no charges. Thank you.
okay, all right. Okay,
I am interested in what happened last year, but if you want to go there. But other than that, that's it. Yeah, it's been more than 2 years, and the family code says, yeah, and he was never charged. So
with regard to the last 2 years, has there been any violence between you and Miss Parks?
No,
Were you criminally trespassed off her property at one point?
I was.
Okay. And did you go over to her home after the criminal trespass warning was issued?
No, I did not.
Okay. Were you arrested for criminal trespass on her property in the last 2 years?
No.
Okay.
all right, good enough. Thank you.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
All right, then, Mr. Todd.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hi, Mr. Nash, you mentioned picking up royalty. Do you have a vehicle?
No, I don't.
Okay, when you pick him up, whose vehicle? I'm sorry, go ahead.
The girlfriend, my current girlfriend,
Okay.
or maybe my sister.
Okay. And who's driving when you go to pick up royalty?
The girlfriend, my sister, or maybe an Uber driver.
Okay.
They
So do you have a valid license at this point? A driver's license, sir?
no.
Okay. You said that when the two of you are in jail, you don't communicate very much. About how many times has Ms. Parks been in jail since your son has been alive? Do you know?
Man, I would say about 3 times, probably, maybe 3 times.
Only been to jail one time.
Miss Parks?
Ma'am, Miss Parks, you can't, I'm sorry. You're not the witness, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Don't interrupt. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
I'm
Honor.
saying that's not that. I mean, I'm not the exact number. I don't know. I'm saying about.
Okay,
that's good.
I don't know.
All right, sir.
Maybe less.
Sir, that's it. That's your answer.
Yes.
You're not sure, you don't know. That's good enough for me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so okay. Since Royalty's been alive, so he's 3 years old right now. Is that correct?
Right.
How many times
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you been to jail?
I would
Do you know?
say, yeah. I would say about 3 times because I went for the trespassing, and I went again for about 3 times since he's been born. I went for the
Okay.
time, but the time I got arrested for that assault charge with Miss Parks that time, but he wasn't born. She was pregnant with him, and then I went to jail maybe 2 times after he was born for criminal trespass. Somewhere in that number.
Okay, and have you gone to jail since he's been born for trespassing at Walmart?
Yes.
How many times?
Since he's been born, I don't know, maybe once. The time the criminal trespass charges I'm talking about is
Okay, so they're not the ones from Miss Park's house. That's
no,
different.
I didn't go to jail from being criminal trespass from her house. I just
Okay.
got criminal trespass. They gave me basically the way they do it, they give you a warning. They let you know in advance that you can't come back to that place. And they basically that's your warning. And if you get caught at that place again, they'll take you to jail. But I never went to jail for criminal trespassing from Miss Park's house.
Okay.
They just cited me there.
And do you have a job now, Mr. Nash?
No, ma'am, I don't.
When's the last time you had a job?
You talking about like if I work for People Ready or if I had like a job that was like going every day?
Any job?
The last time I worked through People Ready, I want to say was October. They sent me out to a company called Tarco, and I stayed there maybe a week. And then that job dissolved. They said due to holiday season or whatever that the jobs had dissolved, and starting the first of the year, they would open back up and get busy again. And I signed on with a couple of temp agencies, Snelling, Staffing, and Temple, and also People Ready Staffing here, and just waiting to see if they send me out to any job locations.
Okay, is it your intent to apply for SSI, sir?
I've already applied for them. I'm waiting on an interview with them now.
Do you intend to apply for SSDI based upon your mental diagnosis?
It's SSI. They say that I haven't worked enough quarters over the years to get SSDI, so it'll just be SSI.
Okay. So there's no intent to have SSDI at any point, just SSI. Do you have any intention to have any other income? Are you working to have any other income at this time?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, and real quick, ma'am, sir, have you ever been on SSI before?
Yes. Yes, sir.
When were you on SSI before, sir?
2020, I believe 2020, they approved me for it. And this was somewhere April 2020, and I received it, I want to say up until maybe November 2020. They stopped it because I went to jail, and my sister, she was over the paperwork as payee, and she notified them that I was in jail, so they stopped it, and I've been fighting since then to get it back.
Yes, sir. I know circumstances, sir. I've heard this story amongst the other people a lot. Yeah, if you're arrested, you go to jail, they stop it. It's heck to get it back, but I got it. But I just wanted to confirm if you've already been found to have been eligible for SSI before. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed, Ms. Todd. Sorry about that.
No, thank you, Your Honor. I have no further questions at this time, and I pass the witness. I would like to revisit Ms. Parks, Your Honor, after this witness steps down, just for that brief opportunity for her to be heard.
Right, understood. All right, Mr. Diamond, any other questions to this witness, sir?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Farrah?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Todd, you can call your witness.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I saw Ms. Parks, she needs to unmute herself.
Oh, okay. Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to recall Mr. Monica Parks. Ms. Parks?
Yes.
The question that I posed to Mr. Nash was how many times you've been to jail since your son was born. Do you know the answer to that question?
No.
Do you know how many times, you don't know how many times you've been to jail since your son has been born?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, one time.
Okay. And how long was that visit to jail?
For like 4 months.
Okay. And who was taking care of Royalty?
My sister and mom.
Was Mr. Nash taking care of Royalty during that time as well?
No.
Did he provide any financial support at all?
No.
But he did visit the child, is that correct?
I think he visited once.
Okay. You don't know for sure, but you know that he had some sort of visitation with this child, is that correct?
He had one visit with him.
Okay. All right. No further questions, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
All right. I know I got to ask this. Is any other witnesses you wish to call at this time, Ms. Todd?
No, Your Honor. I rest.
All right, Mr. Diamond?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Farrah?
I don't think Ms. Parks was officially released yet, but I just wanted to clarify with her, there are 4 cause numbers within the Bell County records, 4 criminal cause numbers. And so I can clarify those, or the court can take notice of the district clerk's file on those.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not going to be a factor going forward. She's going to be the custodial party. So let's just go ahead and move forward. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir. Then I have no further witnesses, Your Honor.
All right, let me go ahead and folks, I'm gonna go ahead and let the lawyers give me a closing statement and closing argument, and then I'll let y'all have the opportunity to, well, Mr. Nash, you have counsel, so you don't, she's gonna make your closing statement for you, and Ms. Parks, if you wish to make a closing statement, you can, but I want to go ahead and I'm gonna start with Ms. Todd, then go to Ms. Farrah, then go to Mr. Diamond, And then Ms. Parks, if you have anything you want to add, you can do so, but that's the order and you may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based upon the testimony of both parties, Your Honor, I believe it's in the child's best interest that we maintain the supervised visits that have been placed in the temporary orders up to this point. As Mr. Nash has already brought up, Mr. Nash and Ms. Parks have had an amenable relationship here recently. However, the dynamics of their relationship over the past years has been a little bit tumultuous. So we just ask that the court consider the NDA. I am not arguing for an NDA, Your Honor, but I can understand why the OAG's office would want one. The reason why I am agreeing to no child support, Your Honor, is because if any income is expected, it would be SSI. And so it's been over 2 years that we've been presenting evidence before this court about Mr. Nash's income. And each time it's been a different reason or a different, essentially a different reason why he doesn't have any income and he hasn't been able to obtain a job.
I got no problem with Ms. Todd. I get it. This gentleman was on SSI. That was his income, and he lost it because of the jail. And again, the government's just kind of slow getting that thing back. But that's why I was finding out that, because I thought I saw before in my notes that he was previously on SSI, and what he was on SSI for doesn't change without some tremendous effort. So the bottom line is, I know the gentleman is still eligible for it. It's just going to take him a while to get it back from the government. So you can go ahead. You don't have to go down that path any longer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. With that being said, Your Honor, we just asked for an order that Mr. Nash maintain supervised visits, and the supervisor can be named anyone Ms. Parks is willing to agree to. Just because if it's essentially indefinite, I would hate for it to be based upon who his current girlfriend is in the event that they decide not to be together, as we have already had to change the supervisor once before because he is no longer dating that supervisor. So absent that, Your Honor, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Sarah.
Yes, Your Honor. On the issue of child support, I mean, we want it to be set at 0, as the court indicated. On the issue of the non-disclosure finding, Your Honor, there has been no violence from between these parties in the last 2 years. My client knew where Ms. Parks resided. They, per the testimony, I mean, they've been communicating multiple times a week, civilly, cordially. Ms. Parks, she had the family violence case in 2022 and assault causing bodily injury in 2024. Whereas, so Your Honor, both of these parties, neither one of them is perfect, but it is important for my client to be able to know where his child lives. And just so that he knows that his child is safe. The parties are communicating fine now, so hopefully they're going to be able to communicate and co-parent this well into the future. And as my client testified, he was in agreement with the supervision just because he wants to have a steady visitation schedule with his son. I mean, they are communicating fine. Hopefully they never have to look at the possession order. But I mean, he just wants to be done, Your Honor. This kind of litigation does nothing to help people's co-parenting relationship. And so we're hopeful that after the possession order is issued, that these people will continue to communicate and provide appropriately for their son.
All right, thank you. Mr. Diamond.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. I agree with being finished, and so I request an appropriate ruling on non-disclosure and ask the court to accept the agreement.
All right then. Ms. Parks, is there anything else you want to add, ma'am?
Nope. No.
All right then. All right, folks, so I'm looking at going ahead and again accepting the agreement of the parties. I'll grant the the packages for as being supervised visits. However, I will add the proviso that the mother and the father can agree to something different if they wish to, but fail an agreement. We'll fall back on the supervision, and that supervision and that visitation at least needs to take place on the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month, and I'll let them try to set up the schedule, but it needs to be on the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month at least, and any other times they can agree to. I'm not going to order any child support. Obviously, again, this gentleman has some circumstances where he should still be on SSI and probably would still be on SSI if he had not gotten arrested. They're getting along fine. I'm going to order that they both keep each other informed of their phone numbers, email addresses if they have them, things like that. But I am going to go ahead and grant the non-disclosure as far as the current address is concerned until further order of the court. The trespass thing last year, I don't want that to happen again, and that kind of thing causes all kind of friction. So let's they're doing fine. If she wants to invite him over, fine. If she wants to tell him where she lives, fine. But for right now, I'm going to grant the non-disclosure. Again, that's left. I'm going to leave that up to them on that one. And I'm waiving court costs on this as far as both parties are concerned. Is there anything else I need specifically at this time, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor.
Give me the Mr. Diamond.
No, yeah, I agree with Ms. Todd.
I was gonna go to you too, Ms. Todd. How about you, Ms. Farrah?
Nothing from the respondent, Your Honor.
All right, then. All right, parents, good luck. You got a 3-year-old. Someday he's going to be a 30-year-old, and hopefully y'all still be getting along great then too. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let the state in that order and let y'all. And good luck, sir, getting your SSI back. Be careful out there, and if and I'll let you go ahead and provide as you can see fit, as best you can, sir, based on your financial circumstances. Is there anything else, guys?
No.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you all very
Sure.
much. I know everybody's this has been a trek, not a sprint, and I appreciate all y'all's hard work on this, and the parents' patience, and good luck to everyone. And we're off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Everybody's free to go. The state's going to prepare that order, circulate it, and if there's a clarification needed, let me know. All right, thank you.